They said it's silk press season, but it's also braid out season. So let me show you guys how I got this flawless defined braid out with only 4 braids and only 2 products. Check this out. I'm starting off with freshly shampooed and deep conditioned hair, and my 2 stylers today is the Carol's Daughter Coco Crème collection, which is their curl enhancing moisture butter and their curl enhancing cream gel. I'm sectioning my hair off into 4 sections, and I'm really excited for this product combo because I've used the curl butter before, but I've never used this cream gel. Like the concept of a gel that's going to give me hold, but it's not too harsh and not going to flake, and it's from the same collection. Oftentimes, whenever you use products from the same collection, they usually shouldn't flake, but I like the idea that this is not a heavy or drying gel. So I'm going to be layering my products. So I'm going in with the curl butter first and applying that to all 4 quadrants of my hair. And then I'm going to layer on that gel on top. So with the curl butter, I like to just make sure I'm coating all of my hair strands. And I'm going to go through and detangle it with my brush. This is the Felicia Leatherwood brush. It's called the Brush with the Best brush. And when I tell y'all, it's my favorite brush. Now this gel, as you can see, it's more of like a aloe vera consistency. Now off rip, I was kind of like concerned that it wouldn't have as much hold, because normally whenever I've used gels that kind of have like that aloe vera texture to it, not quite a custard, I usually notice that like it doesn't have a really strong hold. But this did really well, as you can see from the results in the beginning. So I'm going to go in with my Denman brush after I apply that gel to just further coat and just kind of go through and define and mesh those 2 products together. And as you can see, the curls were curling. Now with this back braid, or the 2 braids in the back, I like to kind of go in the same method as if I was going to braid a French braid, which essentially I've done this braid out before with just 2 braids, but I decided to do it with 4 because I feel like it gave me more definition this way. So really just a French braid divided in 2. So that's why, as you see with me braiding, I am braiding in the method of a French braid, and I kind of have the braid going closer to my ear, if that makes sense, instead of just like directly going down in the back. And don't be alarmed if you see a lot of the product seeping through your braid. You actually want that. I love to make sure that my hair is extremely coated in both the products, because I want it to have hold. So with that extra product, I just simply take a towel, or you can take a cotton t-shirt, and just dab it. Just dab and soak up any of that extra product, and you should be fine. Again, it's gonna dry clear anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just, you know, soak up extra product though, because you don't want to go to bed with like seeping product and wet hair. Now for the braid in the front, I wanted to slow this up to just really explain what I'm doing. So you want to take a small section and begin your braid. I braid this about 1 to 2 times down before I start adding in the next section. And I like to literally smooth a small section and bring it in. I feel like this is the best way that I can like explain how I do my French braids. I know most people say like this is cornrowing or braiding to the scalp, but the best way to get like that chunky definition when you take it down is to do it in this method. So once you see me add that in, I'm going to go into the next section, smooth and slide it down in. You don't want to make these sections too large. Again, I kind of make them small to medium as I add in, and then literally just continue to braid, smooth, and add in each hair. I hope that makes sense. And I did slow it down just so you can visually see what I'm doing. Now once my hair is fully dry, this is how it looks, and I just like to coat my hands in some oil to, you know, reduce any frizz as I unravel them. Now personally, I allowed these braids to sit in my hair for 3 days, and whenever you have things to do, especially if you're a gym girly, I just kind of tie them all together in like a low bun, kind of the same thing that I would do if I had 2 French braids, or you can just pin them up into like a cute little updo. But I like to make sure they are fully dry before I take them down, because that is key. But you see those chunky defined sections? That's exactly what I wanted. Now you can speed up the drying process by simply sitting under the hooded dryer. I've done that before, but there was no rush for me this week, so I just let them air dry, and the moisture is there. I love this product combo. It did not flake on me at all. I like that it was a light hold, but the definition was still there. And honestly, I feel like it looks better definition wise with this being a light gel by doing it in 4 braids rather than 2. But if your hair is more on the finer side, you can get away with just doing 2 braids. And I just kind of take a little bit of the extra oil and just kind of coat the entire section after unraveling everything. Now this is where I'm going to allow myself to kind of gauge the amount of volume that I want on the first day. So I like to take each chunky section and just kind of separate them. And I don't know if you can kind of tell from this angle, but as I go through and find each chunky section, I like to just kind of take the top part, separate it, and kind of like yank it up. I don't know if that makes sense. From this angle, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. As I separate it, I just kind of like push it up, and that's because the top part when we braided was kind of smoothed down. So you want to make sure you add in that volume from the root all the way down to the tip. Now mind you, I'm not combing through my hair. You don't want any frizz. You want to keep that definition, and I just do that for all 4 sections to kind of get some volume going. And then you're going to see me flip my hair and literally shake as much as I can. And then I know this kind of wasn't in frame, but what I'm actually doing is taking my fingers and combing upward, kind of like what you would do if you just had a regular pick, which I am still going to take a pick, but I just like doing this with my fingers first, just to kind of like give myself a mold of what type of volume I want to get on the first day. There is a little frizz, but that is okay. If you want to take some of that gel to just run through that piece, you can totally do that, or you can take some foaming mousse just to kind of like redefine it. But now I'm going in with my pick, and I am only picking in the middle sections. You're not going to see me comb through it because we want to keep that definition on the ends as well. And I kind of just make sure I fluff the back because I don't want to have like that deep part going too much. But this is one of my favorite protective hairstyles to do, especially as the months get cooler. It's just simple and easy, and it's just something to look forward to as the week goes on, especially if you're like really busy, to just have a quick and easy braid out, especially if you're in the gym. You know, by like day 3, you're gonna have a cute hairstyle to rock. So that is simple and easy, and I really like this product combo, you guys. Like, it doesn't feel drying at all, and I know for a fact I'm probably going to get a good 5 to 6 days wear out of this because the definition is just there, and I didn't even fluff it out too much. So shout out to Carol's Daughter Coco Crème collection, y'all. Go check it out. I'll link everything in the description box down below for you guys, and let me know what you think about this 4 braid braid out in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button and like this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.